Welcome to the BA Breakdown, the KRMG Evening News with Skyler Cooper. Happy to be back talking with Michael Spurgeon this evening. Michael, how are you?
I'm doing great, Skyler. Looking forward to visiting with you tonight to tell you about some of the great things that are happening out in our city.
I was sorry not to be with you last week. I was in Washington, D.C. with a group of about 70 Oklahoma veterans for an honor flight, touring the memorials up there. And I know military service veterans very near and dear to your heart. If you haven't been, I highly encourage it. It was truly life-changing to see that stuff with those guys.
I certainly look forward to do that someday. Being a veteran myself, having served in the United States Army, I hear a lot about that from those that have been, and I certainly have that on one of my to-do lists. So I'm glad you're able to be a part of that, my friend.
And looking forward to Broken Arrow's Veterans Day Parade, which maybe we can talk about in the next couple of weeks. But for today, I got a few other things on my mind here. One being, we've talked a lot about New Orleans Square and the road work there, but let's go a little further south, down closer to another area of town that I know has good potential. We've talked about the potential for development down around Tucson and Elm. That's 121st Street. I understand there's some road work happening or about to start there, too.
Absolutely. One of my favorite colors is orange, and it's not because it's Oklahoma State orange. It's because it's orange cone orange. And the more orange cones we have around our community, that's just a symbol of progress. And so obviously one of our biggest assets we have in the community is our infrastructure, which in this case is our road. And I'm excited to announce that our street department, led by Rocky Hinkle and his team, are actually going to be doing some resurfacing from Tucson going north to the Creek Turnpike, and that work is supposed to begin next Monday, and it's going to take them probably about 7 to 10 days to complete. And because we're doing it in-house, it's going to be about $130,000 to complete that work, and it's a part of our annual street maintenance program. And what I'm excited is they'll come in and they'll remove the top couple of inches of pavement, and then they'll expect the underlayer, and if it's good to go, the base as they call it, then they'll actually go ahead and resurface it, and then we'll have a great surface for all the cars that basically drive in that area.
A lot of traffic down there with the Turnpike access, of course. The big Walmart is there on your way over to Warren Theater. I guess access will be maintained throughout. I guess short-term project, not a big deal, but still you want to make sure people can get in and out.
We will. We'll have folks that'll be there because there will be some lane restrictions, but there will not be any road closures. So it's going to take folks a little bit extra time because of the reduced lane. So just be careful and give yourself a little bit of time to and from work, or if you're taking your kids to soccer practice, anything like that, because it may take a little bit extra time to get there during the 7 to 10 day period. But I'm really excited. Our street crews do an amazing job, and so I know this is going to be a great product when they finish it up and we remove all the orange cones.
We're talking with Michael Spurgeon, the city manager out in Broken Arrow. This is the BA Breakdown. We do it every Tuesday at this time. Michael, our top story this evening is about Election Day. We're 4 weeks out today, and I did see a post on the City of Broken Arrow Facebook page just kind of reminding folks that there was redistricting, and so maybe if they went to the community center or various places around town to vote before, that may not be where they vote this time.
Well, that's correct. I mean, I think most Americans know that redistricting this potentially happens every 10 years based on the census data. And as a result of that, there could be polling places around our community and other communities, and I just don't want to limit this to Broken Arrow, that have changed as a result of the precinct borders changing, and they've been modified with the redistricting. And I encourage everyone in Broken Arrow, if they think that's a possibility, they can easily do a Google search and check out on the Oklahoma voter portal website to see if there has been a change in your location. For example, my precinct actually changed earlier this year, so I'm excited. I try not to never ever miss a vote, but folks need to just check it out if you have a question. And the most important thing besides your location is just a reminder is, the city can't tell anyone how to vote on any particular issue or any candidate, but it is important to remind everybody that the registration deadline is October 14th. Every vote does matter. We've seen that in so many elections. And so I know on behalf of the mayor and council and all the city officials is making sure that you get out and vote. And that's so important that you express your opinion about what's happening, because especially when it's dealing with folks that are going to be spending tax dollars or a public initiative. So just make sure you get registered to vote and you check your polling place.
Something to keep in mind, too, like in my case, I'm on the Tulsa County side of things, and the Tulsa County Election Board sent out new registration cards to everybody, whether or not your polling place changed. So in my case, I got a card again, but it didn't change. So just kind of keep that in mind. If you got one, you may still be going to the same place. Just double check. That is some good advice. Last thing
Great
for you
point.
here. Yeah. Last thing for you, Michael, today. I know this is, I believe it's nationwide, it's Fire Prevention Week, something that the Broken Arrow Fire Department is paying close attention to.
Absolutely. I mean, our city has a longstanding commitment to public safety because we believe that the success of a community starts and ends with your commitment to making sure you have a safe community. And a lot of times, when you think about public safety, you think about police and fire, but there's also emergency management. With respect to the fire, this is an important week, October 9th through the 15th. It's Fire Prevention Week. And this year's theme is really cool. It's Fires Don't Wait, Plan Your Escape. It's extremely important because we try to encourage everyone to basically they have a plan. So if there is a fire, unfortunately, God forbid, is that people know how to survive and get out of that situation. And the most important thing you can have is a working smoke detector, because that's a major component and should be of every single plan. And the National Fire Protection Association, I understand, says about 60% of home deaths, unfortunately, as a result of folks not having a smoke detector. And I can tell you, we did a video this year, our communications team with Aaron McCulloch and all of his folks. And this PSA that we did, you can see it either on Facebook or YouTube. It's amazing. And I'll tell you, the amount of emotion that it'll pull out of you about the importance of having smoke detectors. I understand that we've been inundated with calls from the community asking for, because we do give free smoke detectors. And since 2021, Fire Chief Jeremy Moore told me that we've installed about 225 smoke detectors and replaced 115 batteries. So I've just encouraged folks to check your batteries. If you don't have a smoke detector, is reach out to the city, because I believe we could help you with that, because it's so important. And I just love all of our firefighters and the job that they do to make sure that they're out there every year just trying to check and make sure if they've got no smoke detectors, how we can help them, because this is just an important week. And I just hope that everyone will heed that and do a quick check, because we don't want anybody to be lost as a result of not having a smoke detector.
Broken Arrow City Manager Michael Spurgeon, it was good to catch up with you. We'll talk next week.
Take care, my friend. Have a great rest of your week.